Hi, I'm John. Welcome to Our Trips to Go. I'm at Gold Coast Airport this morning, but I'm not flying anywhere. Instead, I'm doing a public transport challenge, and this here is the reason. That's a 50-cent coin, and from today, for a period of 6 months, we're going to be able to travel in Queensland for just 50 cents on public transport. Now, this applies to buses in regional cities such as Toowoomba, Townsville, Cairns and Rockhampton and the like. In South East Queensland, it applies to trains, buses, ferries and light rail. So that's what I'm putting to the test today. I'm going to travel in all 4 forms of transport. So why do I pick the Gold Coast Airport? Well, the terminal behind me actually straddles the Queensland-New South Wales border. So you can't really go much further south in Queensland, in the southeast Queensland region. So we're starting here and we'll travel on all 4 forms of transport. So here's the first catch with the plan today. In most cases, you can't use the 50-cent coin. Now, I did use 50 cents this morning and I was issued a paper ticket like this at Robina Railway Station. That got me from Robina Railway Station to Varsity Lakes, where I then waited for a bus and caught the bus here to Gold Coast Airport. So what are the other options? Well, credit card. However, because I'm using a bus, you can't tap on and off on a bus with a credit card, not yet. You can if you're catching a train, light rail or ferry, but because buses are involved today, that ruled out the credit card. So what have I got to use? I've got to use my trusty old Go card. This is the card that's been around for a long time now in southeast Queensland for public transport. So we'll be using that. We'll be tapping on and off with this. So this is the route for the first part. We're getting the 777 bus from here at Gold Coast Airport. We'll travel up the Gold Coast Highway as far as Broadbeach South. From there, we'll change to the light rail and we'll follow the light rail then all the way to Helensvale Railway Station. So that's the first leg of the trip done. We're at Broadbeach South, we're off the bus, and let's have a look at the time. We're at about 37 minutes. So next, we'll just walk across here for a tram to Helensvale.
Please stand clear of the closing doors. This tram is now ready to depart. For your own safety, please hold on at all times whilst the tram is moving.
So at the moment we're running parallel with the heavy rail Gold Coast line, the Varsity Lakes line. We're approaching Helensvale Station. This is where I will be changing from the light rail to the heavy rail for the next section of the trip. Unfortunately, we've got a bit of a gap here between my arrival and my departure. This one train has just left Helensvale for Brisbane just within the last minute, so I've got to wait another half hour because that's how often they operate, only half hourly. So that's the time elapsed so far since we left Gold Coast Airport, 1 hour and almost 26 minutes.
Hello from the G-Link. Hello.
So that's 2 legs down, 2 to go, and still quite a while to go because we've got the long wait here. Something like 26 minutes until the next train.
Helensvale Station. Mind the gap.
And so far we've gone for 2 hours and 50 minutes, but here we are at South Brisbane, so we better get off. South Brisbane was once a major terminus before the Merivale Street Bridge was built across the Brisbane River. This was the terminus for trains from Sydney, but also it was the terminus for trains from Beenleigh and also the then Lota line, or what we now call the Cleveland line. So in its day, quite a busy and a historic station. So on to the next leg of our journey, and we're heading for South Bank, Parkland, to catch a ferry. Final leg of this trip. New hotel and casino complex, 1 William Street, where the Queensland government has its offices for ministers and the Premier. In the distance, Parliament House bedrooms and Parliament House. So that wasn't the ferry I was after anyhow. That's heading upriver towards University of Queensland. I want a downriver ferry. So we'll have to wait and see how long the next ferry is. There we go. We've just clocked over 3 hours since we left Gold Coast Airport now, and we're at the South Bank Ferry Terminal for the final leg. We just have to wait for the ferry. Hasn't been too bad so far. We did have the long wait at Helensvale Station, about 26 minutes, so that's put us out a bit, but there's nothing really I could do about that.
下，逼一下。
下车要去逼一下。来，大家轮流都去逼一下。
大家来逼。
Thank you. Hi, Kat Feeney. Yeah, I've just jumped off the ferry at North Shore Hamilton, in fact, but this is the end of a journey which has taken over 4 hours. I was just after peak hour, I guess, but it wasn't crowded, managed to get a seat on all the forms of public transport, so it's been quite good from my point of view. So I made it to North Shore Hamilton. It took me just over 4 hours in total and cost me all of 50 cents. It's been a long trip, but it has taken all 4 forms of public transport: bus, light rail, train and ferry. Would I do it again? I don't know. It's not bad for a one-off, but it's a long way to go and a long time to spend on public transport. We'll see. Maybe we will, just for something different, try somewhere else. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to the Our Trips to Go channel. Bye.